Sensors are the fundamental building blocks needed for a smart, connected, electrified and autonomous world. We take pride in knowing that our technologies improve safety, efficiency and comfort for millions of people every day. We partner with you to enable your smart buildings, smart factories, clean energy and diversified industrial systems. Sensata.
Welcome! Today we're going to talk about pressure and safety solutions in heat pumps using natural refrigerants. My name is Monica and I'm here with my colleague Jan.
Hi, Monica.
He's going to talk about the technical part of the presentation. And I think you have a couple of cases for us.
Yes, indeed, Monica. I prepared 2 cases for you today.
That's great. Looking forward to hearing about it. First, I'm going to talk about Sensata. Give an introduction to what we do and who we are. We're a global industrial tech company and a leading provider of sensor-rich solutions, giving insights to all of our customers every day. Our key markets are in the automotive, appliance, aircraft, industrial, and HVAC markets, to name a few. In the industrial space, we have smart buildings, smart factory, and clean energy. And our HVAC market is grouped in smart buildings. Globally, we have manufacturing sites in Mexico, China, and Bulgaria. Our headquarters are located in Attleboro in Massachusetts, and our European headquarters are in Hengelo in the east of the Netherlands. That's where we're from. In addition to that, we have offices in Europe, in Belgium, Bulgaria, France, Germany, and the UK. And we have sales and engineering offices throughout the world, closely located to our customers to better serve them. When we talk about HVAC, we talk about 2 main market areas where we are active in the climate sector: the climate control of goods and the climate control of people. That's how we like to split things up. Under the climate control of goods, we're talking about commercial and industrial refrigeration, for example, and transport refrigeration, where we're also an active player. With the climate control of people, we have products for the rail and bus cooling, and we're also engaging with customers with some major projects in chillers, rooftops, split ACs, and heat pump applications, which we're going to talk about more today. In this market, there are 4 key drivers shaping the next decade. We have clean and efficient, electrification, autonomy, and smart and connected. And a specific one for the HVAC world and for heat pumps is clean and efficient, as well as smart and connected. But today we're going to focus on clean and efficient. The megatrends and the regulation to lower carbon footprint is changing technology requirements. We have to have lower cost, but still be more environmentally friendly, deal with legislation compliance, and of course, we want to achieve the EU 2030 climate targets. This means we have to adopt to low global warming potential refrigerants. We have natural refrigerant adoption, which contributes to this as well, and we need to have lower leakage rates in the systems. Taking a look at the market, last year there were nearly 12 million units sold in a combination of heat pump and air conditioning systems in Europe alone last year. Global decarbonization initiatives and legislation are driving the market to lower GWP and the use and adaptation of natural refrigerants. And in Europe, we are the global leader of this adaptation. Today, 80% of heat pumps are still using R410A in the market. And we are seeing a shift towards, for example, the natural refrigerant R290, as well as some CO2 adaptation. And a growing number of suppliers are shifting to offer natural refrigerants specifically for heat pump applications. And this brings along with it some significant design challenges. Heat pumps should preferably be able to be retrofitted into existing and particularly older buildings. That means they have to have a high coefficient of performance, making the heat pump more energy efficient, but still, despite the use of adapting natural refrigerants to it. The system must also not increase safety risks due to the implementation of for example, flammable refrigerants, or otherwise potentially harmful refrigerants, such as ones that are harmful to breathe in. And they need to have low and preferably no leakage rates. For that, we need reliable, easy to implement components.
Today I'm going to speak about two cases which I prepared for you. The cases are concerning natural refrigerants. We talk about R290, and the second case is about CO2 R744. What did we face when we had to redesign the products? We faced leakage issues, we faced also certification issues, so there was a lot of work to be done to change the products which are typically used for normal refrigerants into natural refrigerants. Here we see a schematic of a heat pump. In this heat pump, several products are needed for regulation and protection. The sensors are there for regulation, the switches are there for protection. Over here we see a thermal switch, a pressure switch, and two sensors where one of the sensors is in the cooling loop. And the sensor is in the cooling loop to optimize the heat pump so that it can work in an efficient way. For that, for these products, we need to have certification because the market demands that from us. Next to that, we need to look at the compatibility of our products to prevent dangerous leakage in these products so that the end product will leak in the market. That is not what we want, of course. What are the Sensata solutions on the safety side? We have safety components in various ways. We have a high pressure cutout switch, which is called our PS80, and we have a high temperature cutout switch, which is our 3NT. These products are in the unit to protect the system for overheating and over pressure. The PS80 is the pressure safety switch for protecting the system so that it will not blow up. And we have the 3NT, which is the thermal protection to protect the heat exchanger for overheating. Both products are ATEX certified. Next to that, we also have ATEX certification for pressure sensors, and the pressure sensors are used to regulate the system in the most efficient way. We can have pressure sensor on the low side, and we can have pressure sensors on the high side to optimize the system. Here we see the certificates. On the left side we have the pressure sensor certifications. On the right side we have the pressure switch certifications. These certificates are done by the DEKRA in the Netherlands. This is a third body where we work with. For pressure sensors we see the EX-NA2C GC certification. For pressure switches we see the EX-NC2C GC certification next to it. Next to that we have 100% possibility to have the products, all components, all products traceable in the market by means of a QR code or by a different code. That means the quality system is perfect. If a product fails in the market, we don't hope of course, but if a product fails in the market, we can trace back when it was produced, where it was produced and which components we used for that sensor or switch. Concerning efficiency, we have the high and low pressure sensor of the family PTE 7100 in the Sensata portfolio. This is a sensor which can be used for regulating and optimizing the cooling system and is based on MSG microfluid strain gauge technology. These pressure devices are designed with a male screw thread, but also can be equipped with a 5 cm isolation tube to move away the body from the high and low temperature tubes. Leakage prevention is also an important topic. The tube on the pressure devices adds additional feature in lowering the chance of a leakage due to soldering or brazing directly in the refrigerant pipe. The Sensata hermetic sensors PTE 7100 are based on high demanding automotive applications like brakes and fuel injection. That means that the sensor is very reliable in harsh environment. Pressure switches PS80-21 XX are based on high, reliable and proven PS80 family, which is often used as a safety device. To sum up, Sensata has a wide range of pressure sensors specifically designed for heat pumps using traditional refrigerants, propane, CO2 and other natural refrigerants. We have pressure switches, thermostats, and we offer a broad portfolio for heat pumps and refrigeration applications. what's important for customers is that we are a one-stop solution for regulation and protection of the cooling loop. We have long-term reliability of parts. We have ATEX certification according 60079-0 and -15, and we have ISO 14903 certification for the products. On the right side, you see some of the products listed. We have pressure sensors, we have pressure switches, we have temperature switches. All can be used for heat pumps, refrigerations and HVAC units. On the bottom, we also have a new product. That's the A2L leak detector, which can be used to detect gas leakage. This sensor is in compliance with UL and IEC for the US and European market.